Assalamualaikum and a very good morning to everyone. So today I will start our presentation with explaining the challenges of communication during COVID-19, especially due to the mask wearing and social distancing that been applied in our country during this pandemic of COVID-19. Okay, when attempting to engage in conversation during COVID-19, wearing face masks and standing far apart can impact our ability to relay and interpret message in a range of ways. First of all, when we wear masks, it can cause muffled sound. It is because masks can dampen sound and reduce speech volume, which can make people hard to hear and understand what we are saying during communicate with others. Other than that, lack of visual information like the facial expression and lip movements also is one of the challenges in communication during COVID-19. It is because when we wear masks, it had cover half of our face, which makes us hard to see others' facial expression and emotion during the communication. Distraction also is one of the challenges of communication during COVID-19, especially due to the implication of the social distancing. It is because when we standing far apart from each other, it creates more space for the distraction, like people walking by, loud music, or side conversation around us. So, this factor make communication challenging for anyone, especially for those with hearing loss or cognitive communication disorder. So, that's all for the challenges in communication during the pandemic of COVID-19.
These are the tips to improve communication during COVID-19. Since the beginning of COVID-19, many adapted the way they communicate in order to maintain social connection with one another. For example, high five turned into elbow bumps, and other creative techniques have emerged as well. Consider some of these tips to help improve communication during the pandemic. Setting. Move to a quiet space or more secluded area. Not only will this make it easier for you to hear your conversation partner, but it will also help limit external distraction that could negatively impact your communication. Speech. Speak up. Talking louder will make it easier for others to understand you even while wearing a mask and standing at a distance because masks cause muffled voice. Not only that, you can speak slowly. Slowing your rate of speech will give others more time to process your message. This is especially important when people cannot use facial expression and lip reading to help interpret what you are saying.
Another way to overcome the communicating challenges we face in the pandemic is through nonverbal communication. Body language is one of the biggest factors in nonverbal communication that helps us understand one another. We should always face the other person when we are speaking to them. This can avoid confusion as to whom we are speaking to. Hand gestures are also very helpful and can provide a visual for the conversation, especially when giving directions or pointing something out. Facial expressions are also important, as the way our eyes move combined with the tone of our voice can easily tell people the mood of the conversation. There are also more unconventional methods that we can use. For example, those who are exposed to a community of people who are hard of hearing can learn sign language. It completely overcomes the barriers imposed by wearing a face mask and is inclusive as well. It's uncommon to text or call people in the same room as us, but it may come in handy to get messages across quickly and efficiently.
Additional supports. This is also the tips that we can do and use to improve our communication during COVID-19. Firstly, write things down. Writing things down help you to record everything that has your attention. For example, write down keywords and pictures can help your message across when communication breakdowns occur. Secondly, use speech to text. Speech-to-text apps use voice recognition to transcribe text in real time. This also provides caption for the listener and allow them to read what is being said. Consider other type of mask. Try to wearing a clear mask if you are a person in your circle who is hard of hearing but can read lips. There are a few clear masks on the market that have been CDC approved, and it is important to follow CDC guidelines related to mask use. Consider high-quality masks that have a clear panel over the lips. These CDC-approved options allow others, especially those with hearing loss or communication disorder, to read lips for improved communication.